Coaches too, both very good coaches, both in charge of very good teams, and this is a very well matched Rugby League Challenge Cup quarter-final tie. 6-6 the half-time score. Who's going to take it in this second half? Somebody has to do it, of course. It has to be settled today. If it does go to extra time, if it is all square after 80 minutes, then we're into golden point straight away. And we've had one of those this season. Castleford beating the championship side Halifax with golden point extra time. Brent Sherwin kicking that drop goal. I'm sure we'll hear more of that story tomorrow when Huddersfield and Castleford play before the BBC cameras tomorrow afternoon. Here Warrington in their first set will go to the air through Lee Breers, and Briscoe, a very safe catcher and a good chase as well by Hyam to make the tackle. No mistakes will be the message, won't it, Brian Noble, from both coaches in these early stages?
Well, it will, but it's that fine line, certainly the early stages. Just get to the other end of the field where you can afford to make a few mistakes if you're trying to post some points, but making mistakes in your own half can be very costly in this trap-goal football.
Well, we've name-checked the Generation Game and Dixon of Dock Green. There'll be youngsters scratching their heads this Saturday tea time. Ask your dad. Here's Cook with a kick. Chased and taken by Riley. So it has been safety first from both sides. Very efficient opening sets on both occasions. Nothing fancy, nothing too daring.
Move here, go.
It's Vinnie Anderson. Not only tackled but forced back, and a ripple of applause from the Hull Rovers fans who appreciate the defensive efforts there from Galea and also by Fossard. Couple of tackles, bit of a stumble by Hyam. He claims an interference. Referee says get on with it. Well, he up to the halfway, but here comes tackle 6. Breers. Briscoe underneath it, and again it's a very safe patch. Now this is a bit of a first for us. We're going to actually speak to one of the coaches involved in this game today, Justin Morgan, watching from his Erie. Justin, what have you made of it so far, your side's performance?
Yeah, obviously a very close game. I think a couple of things for us. We just need to get a little bit better on our fifth play options. Our kicking's not great, and I think we need to just make sure we just work hard a little bit in the ruck. They're obviously trying to penalise us around the ruck, so our tie-in's going to need to be very good. We're looking to play with some speed and some tempo in this second half, and we feel as though we'll get the job done because we've got a little bit in the bank already.
Anything surprised you about Warrington so far?
No, definitely not. It's exactly what we expected. They've got lots of energy. They're a very good team, and they're playing with some good pace, and Breeze is somebody we're going to have to keep quiet for this second 40.
Thanks, Justin. We'll let you get back to the job. Plenty to think of. Thanks so much to Justin Morgan for giving us that insight, the coach. So well, he drives it forward again.
Move! Wait, Nick. Go.
Clark. Breers saw there was a little bit of room on the edges for Warrington here. And it's a chance for King to stretch his legs. Looks on the inside. It wasn't forward. It wasn't forward. The referee says play on. And Clark with a touchdown. That will be highly contentious because the Hull Rovers fans on that far side were convinced that ball was flung forward. But the referee was right in line and has given Warrington the early try.
I didn't think it was forward, Dave. I think he throws it backwards. There'll be debates and inquests, I'm sure. But it's great play, great vision from Warrington. They've seen the Hull Rovers have a short line, enticing people to come on, have a go at us. Well, they do that. Bridge finds King flying down the outside. Clark's on his inside. But whilst it seems to go forward, I think he passes that backwards. Somebody's once mentioned the momentum rule.
Well, we mentioned it earlier in the competition, the idea that, well, from O-level physics really, that if you're running with the ball in your hand, when you release it, it's going to be moving at the same pace that you are. So as long as it's thrown backwards, the fingers were pointing backwards, that's all that matters. And on that occasion, it seemed they were. The bottom line is that John Clark has been given the try. And now Chris Bridge has a chance to add the 2.
I just thought it was the extra option that was available for Warrington there. They'd looked at those first 4 or 5 sets. Come on, let's kick to each other, let's kick to each other, let's kick to each other, and then play 5. No, let's have a look at this. Let's pass the ball and see if there are any opportunities on the fringe. Here we go, Bridge beats Wellham for pace, finds the offload to King. King beats Fox for speed, catches him flat-footed.
Yeah. No problem, Ben. No problem.
We'll be debating that until well long gone.
Well, the grumbles and the howls you can hear in the background are because the Kingston Rovers fans were watching those replays on the big screen, and nothing will convince them that that was not a forward pass.
Go.
But it stands. And Warrington have the lead for the first time in this cup tie.
Wait, go, come on.
12 points to 6 as Hyam. Little dash and dart from dummy half. He's not tackled. He had a look at the referee, who said play on. Breers steps past Cook. Galea recovers his position,
Here, Nick.
along with Fitzhenry to make the tackle. Here's Hyam. This is Vinnie Anderson.
4.
The momentum for the moment is with Warrington.
Chev, go.
Hyam again.
Hands off, Nick, come on.
Breers. Kingston Rovers are trouble.
5.
Others looking for a route down the middle, but it was blocked off.
Go.
Hyam again from dummy half. Tackle 6. Breers again shapes the kick, then puts it out, and Wellham, very good reading defence again up on Bridge to make the tackle.
Leave it, Chris.
Hand over.
Okay. Go.
Warrington have gone through their 6. Well, there you see the latest score in the game. Gateshead against St Helens. That's a half an hour played. St Helens up at a point a minute, leading by 30 points to 0.
Wait. Go.
Flannery, Roby, Gidley, Wellens, Farsamalu, all try scorers in that game. Rested 1 or 2 as well. Melly and Gardner have been rested, I think, today by St Helens.
4, hold, go.
Here's Dobson. Fozzard.
5, move.
Already up to tackle 5 here, Kingston Rovers, and still very much inside their own 40. Dobson gets it away to Cook. Cook gets it away once more to Galea, who puts the boot to it, and he's over-kicked it. Just that rush of adrenaline as he put the ball to boot, and out it flies. They might have even had an overlap there had he run it through the hands.
I think if he looks on his outside, they've got a 3-on-1 in the end, and I think again he's kicked away the advantage. Just go. There's 2 players on 1 there. All right, King comes back into play, but he can go a whole lot further before he kicks that.
It is Rovers who are rattled at the moment.
Move. Wait. Go.
Warrington switched on.
Hang on. Second.
Paul Wood just ducking into a tackle.
And wait.
Not high, says the referee. He's taken a knock here, Paul Wood, but the referee clearly stating that he ducked into it. Here's Louis Anderson.
Third. Move. Yeah. Go.
Higher. Off again, scurrying and scampering. Wide ball to Rohihi. He's lost it in the tackle. Picked up by Wellham. Trying to shake off the attentions of Hyam, but can't do so.
Go.
Fox.
First. Move.
Penalty. Kingston Rovers way.
Put up on the ball. Hands in.
And Cook puts it out of play to give Kingston Rovers good position here. 30 yards away from the Warrington line. They'll have the tap.
Wait.
In the first half, it was Warrington who conceded early and showed a response. Now in the second, Kingston Rovers have conceded early, and they too are looking for some way back into the game. Here comes Cook. This is Fozzard.
Second. Move. Go.
Fitzhenry up at dummy half. Dobson. Newton with a handoff, and Newton's in. Straight through the gap. It's simply opened up. Warrington defence like a pair of curtains, pulled apart, and Kingston Rovers back in it again.
What did we say about penalties? Not only made meters this time, but points and prizes. That's a great run from Clint Newton. He's picked out a hole, he's decided to run through and get himself back on the scoreboard, but they had the field position, and here we see it. Great vision. Dobson sees him in between Anderson and bridges it. Couldn't quite make out the defender there. Louis Anderson they've picked out. Louis Anderson, John Clark, they've got to on the fringe there. They've obviously, their coach Justin Morgan has seen, well, if we can get Clint Newton running out there on a short ball of Michael Dobson, it may well prove fruitful, and it does on this occasion.
He's American born, he's Clint Newton, son of a rather famous Aussie golfer, Jack Newton. And here's Michael Dobson with a chance to add the 2. Kicks this and we're all level again. I rather feel that that's not going to be the last score of this particular evening's encounter. There will be more to come, but Dobson would still love to slice this one straight between the uprights and give us parity once more. Over it goes. Oh, just not exactly right between the middle, but good enough. And it's 12-12 with 50 minutes played.
And I think Warrington have thrown out a couple of aces now. They've put Carvel and Morley back on the field. They feel that Hull Kingston Rovers were rocking in around the middle of the ruck, making plenty of opportunities and meters there. And if been for the penalty, they wouldn't have that opportunity at Hull Kingston. So 2 trump cards now, Morley and Carvel.
12-12, as we were right at the beginning. Nothing to separate two sides who've given us wonderful, muscular, magical entertainment tonight. It's not always been for the faint-hearted, especially when Stanley Jean's involved and Michael Yazoo.
I don't think Adrian Morley's forgotten about that first half from Michael Yazoo.
Move! Wait!
Penalty, Hull Kingston Rovers. Let's hear from Tanya on the touchline, who's got some news. Tanya.
Yeah, Paul Wood has just come off, Dave. He's torn his tongue, but they made it tough stuff, these boys. He will be back.
Go!
There are eyes watering all across the nation. Torn his tongue?
First.
It's the stuff of horror movies.
Hold it.
It's easy for you to say, torn his tongue.
It'll be very easy for Paul Wood to say, will it?
Second. Move!
Not at the moment, anyway. Here comes Dobson. It's unbelievable how this game switches and turns, the game of rugby league. It looks as though Warrington had all the momentum, having scored early in the second half, that they were beginning to boss it, but now they are on the back foot because Hull Kingston Rovers suddenly in the ascendancy.
Move! Wait, go.
Here's Morel. Cook. Little kick through because he's seen Galea coming through at pace. Oh, it's missed! It's missed by Mathers, but it might have been missed by Galea! And Mathers sweeps it away.
Onside and grounding, please.
Onside and grounding.
Yeah, onside and grounding.
Did Galea actually get a hand to this?
Well, I'm going to wait for the video referee because I can't tell. What does his body language say? Do you think it has, or is he lying for the television cameras? It wouldn't make any difference anyway. He's onside.
Mathers will be having nightmares about that, but it's the way a ball bounces at times. Now, what about this? Yes.
Get the real close-up here, Dave. Downward pressure. Oh, he batted it down.
Well, they keep cheering at the Rovers fans every time they see it on the screen. But does he have downward pressure here when the ball hits the ground? Has he got downward pressure on that? Richard Silverwood, it's over to you. And we're very pleased to pass on the responsibility. Here comes a decision from the video referee. Try is given. The referee's just pointed the finger because he's got the word in his ear. And now we have official confirmation all around the ground. Try confirmed. Ben Galea did get enough downward pressure for that touchdown to be confirmed. And Hull Kingston Rovers have scored twice in quick succession to give themselves the lead. Fabulous
Chase from Ben Galea is what you'd have to say. Terrible bounce of the ball for poor Richard Mathers there. You don't expect that to happen, but they just swung the game on the strength of 2 penalties. Has swung the other way, hasn't it, Dave? Phil Bentham giving the try there before the video referee put it up on the button, so he'll get his equity card taken away from him.
Michael Dobson with a chance to put it over. You know him well, don't you, Michael Dobson? Had him at Wigan for a short time.
Lovely man, super player. OKR will try tremendously hard to keep him in their ranks this year, but I'm sure they'll attract suitors from lots of other places because he's out of contract. He's been really pivotal in some of the things they've done, hasn't he?
Former Catalan player, that's what he first made his name in the European Super League, Michael Dobson. And that spell at Wigan and back to Canberra, now at Hull Kingston Rovers, and now kicking goals for Hull Kingston Rovers and giving his side an 18-12 lead. And Richie Mathers will be rather distressed at what happens here, but it is just one of those awkward bounces, isn't it?
They took a He must have had some backspin because it took a horrible kick, didn't it?
You'd never suggest either side was in control of this game. Justin Morgan is certainly the happier coach at the moment.
Second. Move. Go. Three.
Benny Westwood coming back on, Tony Smith prowling the touchline. Here comes Newton.
4. Move. Hold Gareth. Go.
Dobson. He's looking to put Warrington on the back foot again, making them start from down there. Do all the hard work if you can. What a chase.
Fabulous kick. And what a fabulous chase to go with it as well. Warrington have to peel the way ball. Those two big front rowers, Morley and Carvel, haven't touched the ball yet, have they? They haven't touched the ball and they've been on the field full 8 minutes. That means the quality of Wilkinson Rovers' kicking game. Here he goes. That's Adrian's first carry.
Gateshead have got points on the board against St Helens. They'll be very pleased with that. They always knew it was going to be a difficult tie for them today. But the fact that they've scored a try will have provided a thrilling moment for those up in the northeast.
5. Move. Go. He's clear.
Kicked away by Breers. Here's Briscoe. It's another penalty.
Okay, Ben.
Ben Westwood having only just come back on the field.
Okay.
Well, every time you speak to Sean Briscoe, his nose is pointing in a different direction, and those tackles are one of the reasons why.
You can't run without your head, Dave.
Hold your 10, Mick.
Here's Fozza. Great noise now, as it has been for most of the day. The Kalyazoo, the Papua New Guinean international.
2. Move. Hold. Go.
Fitzhenry. Dobson. Newton.
3rd. Move.
Carvel knew he was
Hold,
coming.
Go.
Here's Morel. Now Cook. Galea almost stumbling into it.
Move, Ben. 4. And wait. Hold it. Go.
Fitzhenry.
Use your foot, Ben.
Here's Dobson again, the little kick, and trouble here for Warrington, but Wellham knocks on and it will be attacked back on the 20.
Fabulous kick from Dobson. Gets a ricochet off Ben Westwood, I think, again, and
First.
both the Warrington players are there to make it a
Hold.
really difficult put down for Wellham, and he doesn't get it down.
Tanya's downstairs. Tanya.
Move.
Got me the Hull KR head trainer Billy Mallinson. Billy, how do you see this at the moment?
Right, it's very, very tight. It's tight as a drum at the moment. It could go anywhere. We've just got to stay in the match room, set for set now. Just stay in there and wrestle, and we'll come out the other end. But it's so tight, it's hard to call.
Thanks very much, Billy.
Okay.
4.
It's a great character. Billy Mallinson used to be on the other side of the city, didn't he, with Hull FC.
Go. 4.
Here's Harrison.
5. Move. Hold, Nick. Wait.
Tackle 6 will be the next. Breers. Up it goes. Hoping that the breeze will get a hold of this, but it's got a hold off by Jake Webster, very solidly indeed.
Fabulous catch. You just can't underestimate the value of catching the ball on the full in rugby league. Coaching it from a very young age, but just completely diffuses what Warrington. If he lets that ball bounce, it can go anywhere.
3rd. Move. Here, Gareth.
Still a cup tie to be won and lost, with 22 bruising minutes to come.
Move. Ben, wait. Go.
Dobson along to the hard-running Newton again on that angle, and he's got it away superbly to Fitzhenry, who scampers across, tries the kick. Dobson almost got the ricochet, knocked on. It should be a 0 tackle here, I think. Yes, it is. All on. So the tackle count starts here.
Move.
As Bridge goes down.
Go.
Here's King. Trying to play with the big boys in the middle.
Second. Move. Hold, Nick. Go.
Clark. Westwood.
10. Daniel.
Not 10 yards. Offside. Just a little too quick off the mark there, weren't they, defence?
Was it Fitzhenry he got for offside then?
So the game's complexion just switches a little again here, because now Warrington have this wonderful attacking position, and Morley looking to make the most of it. 10 yards out and 5 tackles to come, and Hyam, such a tricky customer.
Move, go.
Monaghan behind the shoulder of Louis Anderson, but collected by Simon Griggs.
Move, hold, go. Yep.
Monaghan. Breers. Wellham comes in again to close the options down. Didn't make the tackle, but did enough.
Go.
Monaghan. Breers thought about the long pass.
5. Move. Both feet.
Last tackle.
Go.
Hyam. Monaghan. Oh, just tried to force it into Westwood. Out again. Briscoe brings it away.
0. Move. Go.
And Fox scoots away.
First. Move. Go. Second.
20 minutes left to play.
Move.
One score separating two highly effective teams.
Third.
I think I actually said ouch then.
Go.
That was a huge hit from Morley and Hyam on Azu.
4. Move. Wait then. Go.
Here's Briscoe.
5. Hold. Go.
Morrell does well with quick feet to change his step, and has turned it into a wonderful attacking position now. Dobson throws it out. Great take by Webster. Webster for the corner. It is a fantastic, absolutely fantastic Challenge Cup try. It started from a mistake, and with a flash of genius, it finished with a touchdown in the corner.
Wow, what a try. You have to give Holkar the applaudisses. Warrington had done, I was about to say, they've done a brilliant job in restricting territory. The chase down Scott Morrell on the kick here, but he takes off. Inside support, Fitzhenry's there, Dobson's there as forever. Finds a ball to Webster, off he goes. King's trying his hardest to stop him. Gosh, Warrington did so well for a whole set defensively that at one play off, he gets away, finds the inside pass to Fitzhenry, finds the pass to Dobson, fires the pass out to Webster, and then it's a foot race for the corner. Wins it easy.
In about 8 spine-tingling, hair-raising moments, you've seen why Hull Kingston Rovers have to be taken seriously this season. This is the talent they possess. And what a finish. What a try.
They're so hard to take those kind of tries, Dave, because as I probably mentioned there, Warrington had done a great job for 6 plays because there was 0 tackle turnover in the corner, so they defended really well. They were then trying to do the right thing in pressurising Morrell for the kick, so a game of centimetres and fractions, and they just get that quite wrong and Morrell takes off.
Dobson's kick swerves wide, but 22 points to 12 now is the lead, and it means that Warrington have to score twice. Sit back and enjoy. Scott Morrell is being talked up in so many quarters this season, isn't he? And that's one of the reasons why. Dobson at pace, Webster at pace.
I wonder if the Holkar people had said that was a forward pass from Dobson.
There wasn't much booing from the stand on the far side on that occasion, was there? Off again here. Wheeldon almost finding a way through. Here's Galea. Just seems to be that extra spring in the step now from the Hull Kingston Rovers players, as you would expect. And Cook is going for a 40-20 here. Never really had enough weight on the kick, and an easy pick up and return for Riley.
First.
Still believe there's 17 minutes to go here.
Tony Smith will be keeping his cool.
Second. Daniel, come in. Let's go.
Looked like a knock-on.
Those two.
Third.
Morley at pace. Oh, Michaeli Azu. Those two are having a personal battle today, aren't they?
Yeah. I should say it's 2-0 to Michaeli Azu at the moment, wouldn't it?
Hold, go.
Heavyweight boxing match going on in amongst this high-quality rugby league game.
Move!
Tackle 6 is the next. Mickey Hyatt. Warrington creeping inside the Hawkinston Rovers half. Breers hangs it high. King went up and took it superbly, but then had it snatched back off him. Great collision in mid-air.
That was a fabulous competition, wasn't it? Because I thought King caught that. He does. And Fox takes it off him, and
Second.
superb rugby league.
Move! Go!
Dobson. Here's Gallet. Switching down that left channel again.
Move! Go!
Dobson.
4. Move! Go! 5. Go! Hands out, Gareth, come on.
Fitzhenry under pressure, so the kick is not good. That is poor. And Warrington now the chance to set up camp
Move!
inside the Hawkinston Rovers 30-metre line. This is Harrison.
Second. Move! Wait, go.
Monaghan. Morley. Azu was there searching with the shoulder again.
Move!
Drawn to each other like magnets. Hyan. Monaghan. Inside ball. Mathers.
4.
Almost dragging himself through that line. Mickey Hyatt at dummy half again now. Still a couple of tackles left. It's with Breers. Breers with a kick to the corner. It's taken and it's scored. Wonderful, cool play by Matt King.
It's a fabulous finish. What a fabulous catch.
Yeah.
What great vision from Breeze to see King on his own. And he's got to catch this and got to pull it down in like a twinkle toe step. I don't know how else to describe it. Fabulous, fabulous finish from Matt King.
Composure was excellent, wasn't it?
I know, I just said it.
This was Hawkinston Rovers trying to get it clear and not doing so.
And that's what they tried to do the last time when Hawkinston Rovers scored. They just haven't quite kicked out of their own half as well this half, or this certainly the last couple of sets. And then there's your precision kick from Lee Breers. He's done really well to get that down.
Game on again. He could so easily have panicked there, couldn't he? And yet he just kept his composure, cool hands, good try. Terrific try for Matt King. And this is a big kick for Chris Bridge. If he puts this over, then another try to goal would give Warrington the lead. And he has! He has! Terrific, right from the touchline. Warrington's fans now, they're right back in the game again. Only 4 points the difference now. You cannot peel your eyes off this cup tie. Quality plays everywhere you look.
Time you run, lads, stay on.
And there is still another 12 minutes or so to go. And you would still not with any confidence want to predict who was going to win from here. Phil Bentham has just
onside.
stopped the clock.
Time on.
So what Warrington are blessed with kickers, aren't they? Chris Hicks, their regular first choice. Lee Breers can do it as well, and Bridge has kicked wonderfully well today.
Wait. Go. Second. Go. Let's get square, Scott, come on.
Morley, standing start. Michaeli Azu, never too far away. It's
Move.
like me and my shadow, those two.
Play on, play on.
Monaghan.
4. Move, hold, go.
Ben Fisher back on in the dummy half role with Fitzhenry going off for Hawkinston Rovers.
5. Go.
Here comes tackle 6. Breers. Almost a miscommunication, but Briscoe was the man in charge.
First. Move. Go, good, Mick. Second. Move. Wait. Hold. Go. 2.
Fox.
Third. Move. Okay, Adrian. Go.
Fisher back on and Dobson, and then here comes Newton.
4. Move. Yeah, Mick. Go.
2 to come. Dobson kicks early. Looking for touch, but it's chased hard by Riley. Shadows are lengthening, but that's one area of sunshine.
1. Move. Go. Come on, Ben. That's okay. You're okay.
There's Harrison.
Second.
You can see
Move.
Hawkins, the Rovers have dominated
Back up
possession
away.
in this second
Wait.
half,
Go.
but Warrington have dominated territory. What does that tell you about the way this game has gone?
Third. Move.
It tends to suggest that Warrington have given a few more penalties away than Hawkins are.
4.
But they've
Move.
ran harder than
Go.
Hawkins. I don't know. I don't know what the equation is.
You don't know, do you? Here comes Morley on the break, and Morley's got Breers with him as well. Here comes Breers, quick hands, on it goes, and Bridge will score. We're all level again. Kick to come. Warrington have dragged it right back. What a response! What a game! Tony Smith trying to keep calm there on the sidelines. But quite a few are losing their heads all around the ground. This is another very good try.
Adrian Morley on the fly, there isn't a finer sight. Great ball from Mickey Hyam. Great hands from Lee Breers, because he has to find the play there, because there's a couple of red and white shirts in the frame. This is now an important kick, isn't it? Doesn't look like missing one, does it, Chris Bridge?
31 years of age, Adrian Morley. His body has taken so many batterings over the years, both here with Leeds and Bradford for a short spell on loan, and in Australia with the Sydney Roosters, and now with Warrington. But he was flying through that then. He is still a real top performer. But now it's all eyes on Chris Bridge. Kicks this, and Warrington have the lead as we go into the final 8 minutes of the match. It's the most important moment so far. Bridge, right-footed, coolly, calmly, and accurately. Up and over it goes, and Warrington sneak ahead. 24 points to 22. It ain't over yet, but they are sneaking closer to the finishing line.
Outside, lads.
Great run by Morley, that, wasn't it?
Fabulous. But you have to give credit to Lee Breers as well. He's catch and pass in the blink of an eye.
Move. Wait, lads, wait. Go.
4 kicks out of 4 for Chris Bridge, and at the end of the day, that is going to be the difference. Or at least it might be. Justin Morgan peers, hoping for a response from his side. Morley's still going.
Third. Move. Go.
Here's Mickey Hyam, now Westwood. Remember, he's playing with a torn tongue.
Go.
Imagine how painful that is. Hyam.
5. Go.
Tackle 6. Breers rattles it through, but he's overcooked it, has he? Yes, he has. Could be attack back on the 20, but a chance for Warrington to realign their defence here. Get some air back in their lungs once more as Holke are trying to get on with it as quickly as they can. Fisher with a tap.
First. Move. Hold. Go. Second. Move. Yemick. Go.
Here's Newton. Just prowling the edges. Out to Webster.
Third. Move. Wait.
Just
Go.
a case of tackling everything that moves now from Warrington's point of view, isn't it?
Easier said than done.
I was going to say, that's the next sentence.
Adrian, wait. And hold. Go. Straight over the
Fisher.
line, come on.
Cook. Short ball to Gallagher. Almost through. Desperate defending by Bridge. He's putting in some big plays in the late stages of this second half. Dobson's dabbed kick. Mather's careful, just about keeps it in play. The confidence to throw it away to Harrison. Now Harrison's struggling. He's extra vital yards away.
Go.
Oh, did he touch the whitewash? He touched the whitewash. It's a close call, but that should have been a scrum down.
Go.
And Holkehar's head and feed.
Third. Move. Go. 4.
Hammered forward by Carvel. Now that's a big moment, that, isn't it?
Go.
It's very close.
5. Hands out. Go.
6 and a bit minutes left to play. Warrington just with the advantage. Breers gets it away. It's a good kick. Turning them round, twisting them inside out. Colburn eventually picks it up, but look who's waiting. 4 of them.
First. Move. Go. Go back. Go back.
Angles try by Fox, looking for support, finds it. Here's Morel again.
Second. Move. Go.
Chev Walker.
Third. Move. Go.
Dobson. Done it on the inside
4.
with Webster flying up.
Move. Go.
Fisher batting away John Clark. Cook throws it left. Here's Wellham. Wellham hops off the left foot. Breers there to make the tackle, and so too is Bridge. Tackle 6. Here's Cook. Dobson. Dobson saw the gap and accelerates. Just had his shorts held, trying to get it away. It came off a Warrington hand, but Holkar couldn't recollect.
Back here.
Warrington survive. A couple of injured Warriors down there too.
Second. Move. Go.
Westwood.
Third. Move. Here, Chev. Wait. Go. Good.
Here's Morley.
4. Move. Go.
Clark.
5.
Good hit by Galea.
Hold. Go.
Tackle 6. Breers again on the halfway line.
Outside.
Shoots it away. It spikes back towards Peter Fox. A little buzz of anticipation.
First.
Couldn't get on the outside of King.
Go.
Here's Wellham.
Second. Move. 10. Go.
Briscoe. Now Stanley G. Just keeps bouncing and bouncing to Stanley G.
Go.
Dobson. Chev Walker. Wants to get it away, does get it away. Fisher darts into the hole. They're grasping at him. Hands clutching thin air until Harrison comes in with a solid hit.
4.
Briscoe to Dobson. Dobson with a kick. Wasn't played out. Yes, it was. It's another 6 tackles.
First.
Fair enough.
Move. And wait. Hold. Go.
Yeah, fair enough.
Adrian, come on. Second. 10, mate. 10.
4 tackles to come. 30 yards for Hawkingston Rovers to cover. 4 big tackles to make for Warrington, and Cook's through one of them. 15 yards out now, they're winding themselves up. Another try here might just win it. Dobson, Newton, ball comes free. Oh, Dobson tries to play it on. The referee's given a penalty. Well, what does he do here? Do they go for goal and tie the game, or does he go for the try?
He goes for goal and he ties the game, and they get the ball back and they try and establish field position again. All the water. It's a brave call, but if I'm Coach Morgan, I'm going for goal.
Well, Justin Morgan has agreed with you. He has signalled onto the field that they should go for the 2 points here. And we could be 2 and a bit minutes away. There you see Justin Morgan saying 2 points, go for goal. Let's tie the game. We could be heading for golden point extra time here. Are you up for that?
I don't think I've got it in me.
Michael Dawson, listen to the hum all around the ground. It's a nervous crowd here. As Michael Dobson settles himself, if he puts this over, we're all square. And only a couple of minutes to decide it before we go to golden point extra time. Dobson steps up, no mistake, no mistake. 24 points apiece. Young and old are loving every minute. Although the coaches might wish they were somewhere else right now. Question here is, were they offside?
Oh, he lost the ball, didn't he? A huge call, but he'd already made his mind up, I think, the referee, because of the speed of Hulk, so it was a penalty.
Onside, fellas.
24 apiece. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to play. And if it stays like this, we go into extra time. Oh, he's lost it! He's lost it! Now, if Warrington can get in a position to score a drop goal, they will win it. What a mistake!
First. Move! 4 feet, Scott.
Anxiety reigns. Here comes Clark from dummy half. Bucket goes to Briers to win it. It's not the best. It's not the best. But the referee has seen something here. Accidental offside. He's given accidental offside against Warrington, which is just a scrummed out head and feet Hulk.
I bet Chev's Walker heart was in his mouth. I think he was thinking, oh my goodness, there was for me. He stripped the ball, has he?
Yeah. Edge of Morley's hand there, wasn't it?
Richie! Stay up there, Lee. Out!
So Hawkinson Rovers will just be keen now to keep the ball safe and sound. They're not going to get it far enough downfield to get in a drop goal position. Tony Smith knows what's coming. Golden point, extra time. That's what's coming.
Second. Move!
Oh, they play the ball. It's a scrum. Referee's given a scrum. Warrington get there as soon as they can. With 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left. The referee stopped the clock. Well, the hooter sounded, but the referee stopped the clock with 4 seconds left to play. But now, he said he didn't.
You better scrum! Lee, the hooter's gone, that's it. No, you better scrum! No, you don't play a scrum, you don't play a scrum. Lee, come here, mate. No, you don't play a scrum.
Well, this takes some explaining, doesn't it?
No, I don't think it does.
When the hooter's gone, that's it, Lee. No, but you told Tom off. The hooter's gone, I'm not doing the timekeeping job. Extra time.
Well, there are independent timekeepers, one from each club, sitting in the stand who follow the referee, and when he puts his arms in the air to stop the clock, they stop the clock. But on this occasion, he seemed to put his arms in the air with 4 seconds to go.
Golden point.
The clock wasn't stopped, and before the scrum could be formed, the hooter sounded to say full time.
The referee's right. If the hooter goes, the game's over. But I think we saw him clearly that it's the timekeepers that the issue with, not the referee. He's done the right thing. The hooter goes, he has to stop the game. 2 remains composed now for the golden point. What do? Do you want to win the kick-off? Do you want to receive a kick? Go on, you're the coach now, Dave. You make a decision.
I just want to sit here and talk about it, Brian, because it has been fabulous, hasn't it? So we're into golden point extra time. Just to explain that to you, any kind of a score, drop goal, penalty, try, any kind of a score ends the game, and whoever scores, of course, wins the game. And an interesting approach from the 2 coaches as well. Tony Smith is down there amongst his players, talking to them. Justin Morgan is in his box, remaining cool, calm and collected, but giving his instructions over the walkie-talkie. Both sides have gone through their interchanges in the game, but now they each have 3 extra interchanges as well. 24 points apiece. It still has to be decided.
Well, boys, what a remarkable game. Jonathan Davis and Robbie Paul have been watching that. 24 apiece, so we're into golden point. Dave Woods has explained exactly how that's going to work. What drama at the end as well, because Warrington thought, Jonathan, they should have had the opportunity because the referee called a scrum.
Well, there was 2 points. The first one, they lacked composure to drop the goal and win the match. That was the first mistake Warrington did, because they should have won the match after Chev Walker spilled the ball, or Adrian Morley got his hand in one or the other. And then when the referee called, stop the clock, I think it was the timekeeper's fault. He's definitely said stop the clock. He didn't. The hooter went, Robbie, so they can't blame him. He didn't know how much time was left. He stopped the clock. There should have been 4 seconds left and the scrum should have been set, Robbie.
I'm just wondering whether or not that timekeeper's got has got a red and white jumper on.
All right, let's go straight back to commentary. Golden point, here we go to decide who goes through the semi-finals. Dave, back to you.
Well, one timekeeper will have a red and white jersey on. There is one timekeeper from Hull KR and one timekeeper from Warrington. They keep each other honest, don't they? But anyway, that's just one of the many talking points here. Here we go. anything could happen next. We're into unknown territory.
Move! Wait, McKelly.
They'll just keep playing and playing and playing until somebody scores a point. Breers with a break. Here comes Westwood. Westwood over the halfway line. Still going, but now he's pulled down. Warrington will get first chance to go for a drop goal here because they have got the field position.
Move!
3 tackles gone. Monaghan inside for Morley. Morley with a drive. 2 tackles to go. They're going to go early. Breers with a drop goal attempt has got the height, but it's too wide, and it'll bounce out of play, and it'll be a tap on the 20 for Hulkingston Rovers. And now it's their turn.
Wait, lads, on the foot.
Great explosion from Carvel and Morley to give Breers a break. They've certainly got the arsenal to march people down the field, haven't they?
Move.
Have Hulkingston.
Hold. Go.
All normal rules of engagement are put to one side here now.
Move!
It is a tug of war.
Go.
Warrington desperate to keep Hulkingston Rovers trapped inside their own half, denying them a position to go for that drop goal. Briscoe drags his side towards the halfway line. 4 tackles gone. Here comes Fox, half court. Bridge has had a big game here, especially in the late stages of the match. And Dobson just kicks it downfield, but it's caught by Monaghan, and here comes Riley.
First.
Tackled by Colburn.
Move. Wait. Go.
Griggs.
Second. Move. Go.
Very nearly 2 minutes of stoppage time played, but time isn't really an issue now.
Third.
It's just a question of
Move.
who scores next.
Go.
It's thriller minute stuff.
4. Go.
Here's Clark. Nobody in support, so he's going to have a dabble himself.
5.
Tackle 6. Are they going to go for a long way out here, or are they going to put the kick in for... Well, it's Breers who's gone from 40 yards. Breers! What a kick, but it was just wide.
I thought he'd gone over.
Wait.
Well, it was very close, wasn't it? Just wide. Shave the post.
Move.
Even on the replay, I thought it was going to go over. Good hit forward by Makaliazu.
Go.
Here's Fox. Don't forget, by the way, more rugby league tomorrow, 3:30, Huddersfield against Castleford. That promises to be a cracker as well. And the draw for the semi-finals, St Helens and Wigan already in.
Go.
Will it be Hulkingston Rovers? Will it be Warrington?
5. Go.
Here's Cook, he's going to go for a drop goal, never got it off the ground. Hits a Warrington player, collected by Mathers.
First. Wait.
Up to his feet, this is King.
Second. Get square.
2 tackles gone.
Go.
Nobody can take their eyes off it now.
Third.
Both sides so nervous in defence, cannot afford to miss a tackle. Here comes Morley on the charge again.
4.
Just urging himself forward.
Go.
His tank must be close to empty. He's given so much. High on now.
5.
Tackle 5. So another drop goal attempt here. Back to Breers. Breers the mark man. Gets it away. Kicks it wide again. 3 times now he's had a kick, but it holds up in the in-goal area, so it's not a bad result because Briscoe's got a lot of work to get it out. Bravely done. Now he's tackled. Up from dummy half by Dobson. Dobson! Still going. King drags him down. Here's Galea searching down the blind side. King holds him up. This is Cook. Cook, off he goes. 4 tackles gone, 2 to come. 1 more drive and then a drop goal attempt here. And the best position that Hulkingston Rovers have been in. Oh, he's lost it. Lost by Webster. Warrington giving it back again. And Morley drives it forward. They're out on their feet, both sides.
Nail this one.
Taken on by Mathers.
Move. Yes, Gus. Wait. Go.
Webster letting it loose.
Third.
Warrington 3 tackles gone.
Go.
just ploughing a course up the middle, the big fellas giving them position. That's a good drive by Carvel.
Back up and hold, go.
Out to Clark, don't go too wide will be the call, keep it central. Lee Briers has had 3 attempts and missed them all. Here comes attempt number 4, and this time he's got it! This time it's over! 5 minutes into extra time, Lee Briers finds the target, and Warrington have won through. Those kind of celebrations are normally reserved for when teams have booked a place in a final, never mind the semi-final. But such has been the drama and the tension today that it had to find relief somewhere, and Lee Briers is the Warrington hero.
What a marvellous, marvellous pressure kick. What a kick. He'd had 3 goals. Oh, what a marvellous game. We forget how good the games be, don't we, when you look at the emotion and the excitement of all that last play and the despair on the Hull Kingston players.
Look at Lee Briers' response there as he put that over. That's how much it means. What a game we've had today. Absolutely terrific cup tie. Lee Briers punches the air. Warrington are through, and their coach Tony Smith, I'm sure, will be mightily relieved. Warrington have won it, 25 points to 24. So many heroes out there, but Brian Noble, who was your man of the match today?
Well, the pressure towards the end there, Lee Briers, I thought Morley and Carvel were superb for the Warrington team. The whole KR, everybody manful to a T, but you have to say that Lee Briers has come up with a pass play for a couple of tries. He's come up with the kick at the end there, the pressure play. He's kicked manfully all night, Lee Briers.
Lee Briers is the Carnegie Challenge Cup man of the match. Well done to him. What a moment for him and his side. Tony Smith, the Warrington coach, is with Tanya.
Tony, sum that up.
Tough. I don't think it was pretty at all. Composure, a bit of composure at the end there. Yeah, we took our chances, a few that we created, but we were way off today, I thought.
But a huge amount of spirit from your team.
Yeah, definitely a lot of that. There was a never say die attitude, and probably execution wasn't great, but yeah, never say die. And we always thought we were capable. Even at half time, we thought we put in a really poor first half, and and we were still 6-all. So we knew there was a lot to come from us.
Did you feel at times that second half it might have got away from you?
Not really. When they went 2 scores ahead, there was still 20 minutes to go. So that's plenty of time to score enough points in a game of rugby league. Thought we could have maybe scored 3 tries in that time, possibly. It wasn't pretty. I'm pleased for the boys. I'm pleased for our fans that have come across, and it was nice. It was a step closer.
Tony, thanks very much. Let's bring in your man of the match here. It's Lee Briers getting the congratulations from his coach. There's the champagne, Lee. You had a few chances before you got one over.
Yeah, I don't know how many, about 3 or 4. And this is the boys, Adrian Morley, Gareth Carvel, were absolutely outstanding in the middle. They've just done nearly 90 minutes, and I don't know how they do it. It's a joke how they're like men possessed in the middle.
That game, it had everything, didn't you, in terms of drama? What was it like out there for you guys?
We knew we were playing poor first half. We needed to come out and sort some stuff out. We did that. Obviously, Ulker took 2-score lead, but I think that just shows the character of what we're starting to build. We're not playing well. We're just building steady and slowly.
Just talk us through that drop goal, that golden point.
I don't know. The 3 what I hit. I hit Adrian Morley with the first one. That's a disgrace. Just glad it went over. I didn't play my best game, and I owed that to the boys.
But there's a huge amount of spirit in this side, isn't it? They seem to be growing and growing as well.
There is. We're building slowly and surely. We're getting back on track. Everybody knows we had a blip at the beginning of the season. We're just working nice and slow, and we'll put that to the back burner now. We've got a big game against Cass next week.
Lee, congratulations. Thank you very much indeed for your time. Let's quickly have a word with Matt King as well. Matt, the confidence, the belief in this team seems to be immense at the moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't say immense. It's growing at the moment. We've obviously had a very poor start to the season, so to be doing what we're doing at the moment is very pleasing.
What's Tony Smith done for you guys, do you feel?
Tony's all about attitude and doing the little things and working hard for your mate. And I reckon if you do those things within a footy team, you're going to win a lot of games.
And what's it mean to you to be in the semi-finals of the Challenge Cup?
It's awesome, to tell you the truth. It's growing up in Australia, you don't know too much about English rugby league, but you always knew about the Challenge Cup. So to think that I'm in a semi-final of one is very pleasing, and I can't wait for a couple of, I don't even know where it is.
Matt, thanks very much indeed for your time and congratulations.
Thanks. Say a massive hello to everyone back in Australia. Thanks.
Well, gentlemen, what a ridiculous game of rugby league. 25-24 in the end. I wish we could have had a camera in the studio on you, Jonathan. You loved it, didn't you?
It was one of those things you can say, people will argue about forward passes, lack of composure, when he was trying to win the game with a drop goal. But it was an absolutely fantastic game of rugby league.
And Robbie, 4 attempts for Lee Briers in golden time. And actually, let's go down to the touchline. Tanya's there with Clint Newton.
Clint, is it any consolation that was a heck of a game for the neutral to watch?
I suppose if you're a fan of the game and you're looking to promote the game in England, I think it was a fantastic game for the fans and for the sponsors, and those sort of efforts. You'd like to think that we can generate some more money, because that's what the game's about. And I think if you look at all the codes in England, I think this is the most exciting one in my opinion.
You must have thought in that second half, as you stretched that lead, that you were going to make it.
Yeah, I think we gave ourselves every chance. I think probably a couple of bad decisions from us. With the ball, a couple of last play options. Were pretty crucial. But to Warrington's credit, they've come a long way in the last sort of 2.5 months under Tony Smith, and with us getting in front like that, probably 2.5, 3 months ago, 12 months ago, they wouldn't have come back from that. So you've got to give them credit where credit's due.
Obviously, huge disappointment. You're going to be able to pick yourselves up because you're going so well in Super League.
Yeah, it's a massive disappointment. I think we really considered ourselves a big chance of getting some silverware this year. So that's one gone. We've still got a chance to win the other one, and I think we've given ourselves every opportunity to win that. And we'll build from this. They certainly didn't give it to us, and I thought we dug in well. And but at the end of the day, they got the win, and that's the way it goes.
Clint, thanks very much indeed for your time.
Thank you very much. And I just wanted to say to all the Rovers supporters, thanks very much. They're the best in the business, and hopefully we'll be there come September, October.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks.
It's a nice sentiment from Clint Newton, but you can see the dejection in the Rovers dressing room. Only the 3rd time this season that a team has come to Craven Park and won. Let's show you some of the key moments from the second half. Robbie, this was the try that Rovers thought had won them the game.
Well, I thought that actually sealed the game for them as well. What you see here is Morrell setting up for a kick, and the marker's there just cutting off. He just shut down for a moment. He shapes the kick, comes away with the ball, and obviously gives the opportunity for Dobson to get into space. Spots Webster, and Webster just powers onto the try line. And I actually thought the game was over at this point. And you never know, it may possibly have been had Dobson to kick that goal.
And Jonathan, here's Adrian Morley, who'd been battered and then provides the win, the try for Warrington.
What a great run by Morley, good support by Briers, lovely pass, and bridges over. And this is it. At last, he sets up and he nails this one. But I couldn't believe the lack of composure, and they get in the wrong position. As a right-footed kicker, you've got to go on the left-hand side of the post, It makes the kick easier because people are chasing you down all the time.
Well, there is confirmation of what has been a crazy game of rugby league. Warrington are into the semi-finals of the Challenge Cup, along with Wigan, and St Helens should be there. About 10 or so minutes left at Gateshead. Gateshead 6, St Helens 60 at the moment, and one game to tell you about tomorrow as well. If it gets anywhere near what we've seen today, it'll be an amazing game. Huddersfield at home against Castleford Tigers. Well, today we've seen an incredible ongoing story of this cup competition continue, because Warrington have come to Craven Park and they've conquered. What a game. Goodbye.